I'm just touching up with a bit more Fertan today, taking advantage of the weather, and then I'm going to get on the roof and get some more primer on there. So not a lot for you to see really, or if there is, you'll probably most likely find it very, very boring, but I'm going to carry on anyway. In fact, I don't think that's actually rust. I think it's just where the rust has run down from the roof. You can hear a lot of grinding going on today down here, and the plastic boat that was here last week has disappeared. Might as well open these bow doors. Not bow doors, what am I talking about? Side doors while I'm at it. Let some air in. Bang! And also, let's get the... well, I've already taken one off. The stern doors. Take them off, turn them upside down, and check to see if there's any more rust on those. I need to go over that with the Fertan. So that one's off. Came off easier than I thought. The bottom's alright. Just the... I'm just going to put some Fertan on the hinges, you can probably see here. So rust has run down. I just clean that off with a rag and get some bit of Fertan on that. You can see the bottom of the hinge there. Let me go and get a rag. You'll notice I've changed my shirt as well. I don't want to get paint or Fertan on that animal print that I was wearing. Certainly got the rust underneath this runner. I'm guessing when it was originally primed, it was just sprayed on. So I'm guessing that it wasn't put on as thick under here, if at all. So I'm trying to remedy that now. where I've got the Fertan on the brass, I'm just wiping it off, so I don't know what the reaction will be with brass and the Fertan. Train going back to Nottingham or Derby from London. 4-carriage train. Right, I painted, this has had another coat of primer up until the halfway mark, and you can see here where it was sprayed on by the builder, obviously quite thinly, and I didn't get a chance to put another coat on last year, so I need to Fertan this and give it another coat of primer from this halfway mark to the stern, and then another time when I'm here I need to give the whole boat a third coat of zinc oxide primer, because it was sprayed on. The disadvantage when you spray in paint is that it tends to go on very thinly, and so it probably needs more than one coat. As you can see here, there's bits of rust coming through, so if I Fertan this, spot prime it, and then do this half of the boat again, everywhere's had 2 coats, and then I should know where I am. It's getting a bit windy, but it's nice, sunny. It's about 16 degrees today, March the 26th, 2022. I'm glad I changed my shirt. I've got Fertan down one side of it now, and at the back, and never mind, it's an old one. Well, it is now. Right, yeah, so I've taken the bow doors off now. I'll show you. Turn them upside down. I'm just going to touch that up with Fertan. Oh, and I've done round here as well on the hinges on the cover. So all that's been done, so these doors are now off. Just turn them upside down. I'm just going to touch that up and go over the hinges. There's no rust on the hinges, but go over it with Fertan, wipe whatever off, and then give it a spray with WD-40, put the doors back. All the roof has now been spot Fertaned, and the hatch has now had another coat of primer. So one more coat of primer on that, the other half of the roof to do, then all the boat has had 2 coats. What I'm doing here, I'm just giving this another coat of primer. I've just done this, so we're getting there slowly but surely. I'm going to do this bit next. My mate has just been to the Philippines and Singapore, and he's brought me a present back.
What?
Polish Jaffa cakes.
Yeah.
How do you work that one out?
I haven't organised it. The flight was too much, it was nearly £1,000. It went up. That was what they like. All right.
Cherry Jaffa cakes from Poland via Lidl. They're alright, aren't they?
Oh, that's 59p.
59p from Lidl. Not sure how many zlotys that is. Do you still have zlotys in Poland? It's a Sunday, back down the boat. Just finishing off that touching up with bits of Fertan that I missed, and then I'm going to get on the roof and spot prime the Fertan that I did yesterday, after cleaning it up, of course. So I'm just boiled a bit of water up and then putting some washing up liquid into an old paint can, and then probably add a bit of cold water actually, or I'll burn me blooming fingers off, and then get on the roof and wipe that, clean that Fertan off. It's all good fun, this cleaning lark. A tedious job, which has got to be done. Tell you what, why me? I might as well make a cuppa. There we go. Right, cold water. One thing I do need to do is to pull this tape off. It's falling off anyway. It's not the obviously it's not the blue or the green tape, it's just tape that I happen to have, and it served its purpose when I was priming this. Top's been washed now, all the roof, everywhere I put Fertan on yesterday and the previous, it's all been wiped down. It shouldn't take too long to dry. There's a film crew down here today, probably about 30 people. I'm guessing they're making some sort of drama. I'm yet to find out what it is and who's in it. Sorry about the noise. My neighbour is trying to wake everybody up. No, it's not. Everybody's a lot of people are down here working today, down the boatyard. I've just put a bit of Fertan under there now. That'll go off, and then same this side. And then next weekend I'll clean that away and prime that. And I've cleaned that in a fashion. This has already had a bilge paint on here, so that dirt you can see literally is just dirty water. But that will be cleaned soon. As soon as I get my trimmer or palm router, if you want to call it that, I can get this stuff, temporary stuff, replaced with my phenolic ply or tiger board. I have actually got it. I just need to cut that up, and then that's another job done. I do want to get this hookup socket fixed on here next weekend. I've ordered one, so I shall pick that up probably Wednesday, depending on how I go. Anyway, it'll be here for the weekend. I can get that sorted out then, and then these doors I can get them panelled out. I won't cut out for the vents yet. I'll do that when I get them, so it just makes it a little bit warmer. And I would like to get the hatch panelled out as well, because then what I can do, I can put some sort of draft excluder around, so if it's a cold day when I close this hatch, it will be windproof. That's a job for next weekend, I think. Problem with this primer is you have to keep stirring it. The good thing about the roof, I won't have to do a lot of sanding. Once I've spot primed it, I'll put another coat of primer on, and then it's had its 3 coats of primer. I'll put a couple of coats of undercoat on, and then before I put the final coat of undercoat on, I'll give it a quick sort of sand just before the final coat of top coat on the roof. I'll be sprinkling sand onto the paint, and then painting over that when it's dry, so it gives me a non-slip surface. I'll be doing that all over the roof. I will be getting installing solar panels, but rather than just do the bits around the panels, I'm going to do the whole of the roof, apart from the gutter, which you can see down here. That way, if I change my solar panels at a later date or add anything onto the roof, there won't be any impact on the pattern or the area that's been covered with sprinkling of sand in order to make it non-slip.